All right, take a look at this. Today we're looking at the Acer T231H. This is a 23-inch TFT back LCD display, but it's got a couple really cool features. One is that it's not your typical, monitor on a stand. It's actually one of these jobs where you have the little hinge off the back, which is really cool. I actually prefer these. You can actually lean them way, way back if you want, or you can have them at a more standard angle. Very cool, but what really makes this thing special is this is a full-on resistive touchscreen. So right now, unfortunately, I don't have the right cable, so I had to just hook it up to my laptop. But if it was hooked up to your desktop, you'd be able to touch everything, touch, start, touch. Very cool. And that's kind of some future stuff right there. But basically, besides that, it's also just a great regular monitor. It's got all the great specifications you'd look for, even some pretty high-end gaming specification. The specification that counts the most for gaming would be your response time. It kind of drops down that lag from the moment it receives an input, converts it over, and puts it on the display is only 2 ms. That's actually a gray to gray response time, which means from the moment that a pixel changes to something else and it gets back to gray is 2 milliseconds, very fast. Now the response time isn't the only great specification. It's also got a great contrast ratio. It's actually 80,000 to 1. Now that's rated as a dynamic contrast ratio, so more in reality that would probably be around a 1500 to 1 static contrast ratio, but still really good. The panel's also a 300 nit panel, so as you can see, we're in a very well-lit studio and it's still very, very bright. That means 300 nit is 300 candelas per meter square. Very powerful backlighting on that TFT backlight. So you're going to be able to use this in a really bright room, or maybe in the view of a window that has direct sunlight coming through it. You'll still be able to see. The viewing angle is exceptional, 176-degree viewing angle. Again, the camera does not show it because it has optics that do not coincide with the angles. But I'm actually looking at it right now from about 175 degrees and I can still see it. So it's really good as far as that's concerned. The other thing that's really good is all the connectivity. So I'm going to flip this thing over. I'll show you the bottom. First thing over here, HDMI, very important. This will do all your features. I mentioned all these basically will work with your touchscreen features except for the VGA. So if you want to do your dual link DVI-D or single link DVI-D, you have your VGA, and then this is the USB 2.0 connection. You'll need that as well. On this side, it does have built-in speakers, so it does have an audio in, and then this is the power. And that's basically that. It's also got some a hole over here. I don't know if you can see this part, but this is a small hole there for a Kensington lock in case you're using this in a public school or library or whatever. You can just kind of lock it down, make sure that nobody runs off with it. So that's basically it. A really nice display with the added benefit of it being a resistive touchscreen. Very cool. It's the Acer T231H. If you have any questions on it, feel free to email me, and I'll see you guys next time. For more information on the Acer T231H 23-inch LCD touchscreen, type in A179-2326 into any major search engine.